arguing. People get impossible when you take away their binaries. Reasonable people, otherwise reasonable people, just if they just cannot see beyond they and the other. We really need a collective, approach towards dialectic thinking. At the most basic levels, we have to learn how to compromise. I'm a Canadian. I'm all about compromise, to an extent. But I mean, before we can even get there, we have to figure out ways to acknowledge that our opponents may have valid arguments. I'll make it really simple for you. Okay? Yes, I do support gun control laws. So I'm in agreement that we should have gun control. But no, I don't think that gun control laws will prevent mass shooting sprees. So I don't think that that's a rational reaction to what you saw happen the other day. So why do I support gun control laws if it's not to prevent mass shooting sprees? Because it's a useful tool for law enforcement. Yes, you might want to educate yourself on what countries that have gun control laws actually use those laws for. Because it's really not to stop crazy people from shooting up public places. Sorry to burst your bubble there, but that's not why they have gun control laws. It's mostly to help law enforcement. They use them on things like traffic stops and domestic violence disputes. What do I think will stop mass shooting sprees then? Lots and lots of public tax money on social services for integrative purposes. That's exactly what you wanted to hear, isn't it? Taxes. We need to increase taxes. That's not what you wanted to hear? Well, too bad. You don't want to do that, then you want to live in a jungle, you're going to have to get used to fending off the tigers. You want the Wild West, then you're going to need a gun, right? It's the truth. If you don't want to live with a government, you don't want social systems, then you should buy a gun because you're probably going to need it. The problem is this thinking that you can have both. You can have your cake and eat it too. This idea that you can have government and not need to have to protect yourself. That's ridiculous. If you don't want a government, then you need a gun. If you don't want a gun, then you need a government. Pick one or the other. I mean, maybe one day, once we get through, quite the detailed social revolution, but it's going to be a while. So fuck Nietzsche, fuck Foucault, just read Hobbes or watch Game of Thrones, okay? This is the world that the Reagan Revolution has left you with. Everybody is out to get everybody else. You eat or you be eaten. And if you don't like that, then you should start a revolution. Because that's what you need. In the short run, you want laws to restrict the supply of guns. You think that's the solution? You think that's the problem? It's a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid on a giant gaping flesh wound. And it's living in La La Land. You're failing to see the problem for what it is.